Brown, welcome.
What's up, man?
How are you doing?
I'm good, real good.
I've been on your Twitter page lately, and you're all over the place.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Where were you last night?
Last night I was in Virginia. I flew in from Dallas, went to Virginia, then stayed there for a couple hours, and then flew from there to here.
And you're doing shows?
Yeah.
And how are the shows going so far?
Shows are incredible. Houston was the first night, incredible crowd. A multicultural crowd too, is incredible. Dallas, same thing. Energy of Houston was a little bit better, but Dallas was still incredible too.
It's the Fan Appreciation Tour.
Yeah.
Speaking of the fans, how have the fans that you've had from day one treating you so far, whether it's in public or on the tour? Love?
Yeah, all my fans, my initial fans have been the same. Like, they supported me. They tell me they support me. They're sticking with me. And it shows, like, with the shows and the tour and everything going on, like, just seeing the response and getting that feeling from the crowd is incredible.
I Can Transform You. We play the hell out of it on our.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
It sounds really good.
Thank you.
On the radio. Let's talk about the new album, which is coming out December 8th, correct?
Yeah, December 8th, yeah, Graffiti.
Right.
I wanted to title the album Graffiti because it kind of, I guess, shows who I am, like, with my style, my fashion, with, like, my art, my creativity as a whole. And I put that into one album, and that's called my Graffiti. So.
And who'd you work with on this record?
On this album, of course, Swiss with the I Can Transform You, Lil Wayne. I've got a couple records with Sean Paul, Trey Songz, Game, Plies, Tank, new artists by the name of Eva Simmons. Got a couple other artists as well as producers, big names. Polo, work with Pharrell, Timbaland.
Wow.
Just big names. Work with John Baptiste, who's an upcoming producer. That's like did a lot of stuff for will.i.am and Black Eyed Peas. Just a lot of big records, Universal Records. And
when you make a record, or when you're making a song or an album, and you're working with all these different people, are you always in the same room with them, or are you kind of guy that can work in this city and they're in that city?
We kind of multitask.
Yeah.
For this album, though, we did a process of, I went to Orlando and I stayed there for maybe 2 months, I think, and we were there just working, and I would fly in all the producers, and we had like 3 studios in one. So while me and some writers would be in the other room writing, they'll be making the beats, and then we'll come in and we'll like switch around, just making like a whole bunch of songs. And I think like when the 2-month period was over, I had like 70 to 80 songs.
Wow.
So we just was knocking out records.
And how long was this record, Graffiti, how long was it in the works? How long did it take to get this thing done, start to finish?
Well, my actual concept for Graffiti has been out since my second album, Exclusive. I was like, well, my next album going to be called Graffiti. I don't care. That's my next album. So the concept actually came into play like during my whole situation, and then even before that, just my thoughts and what I wanted to do creatively. So it was just a great process of me being able to get my feelings out, being able to get just a lot of ideas and things that I had in my mind and what was going on with me out in this album, and express my full level of expression is in this album.
I'm sure when you're on the road, and especially on stage, you are just thinking, all right, I'm on stage, I'm performing, nothing in the world is bothering me right now. But when you get off the stage, are you still in that fun, crazy, good zone, or things still stressing you out? I
mean, of course, I'm human, so I think a lot of things you still have to look at as far as a stepping stone and stuff that you have to overcome. I feel with me being able to do shows and the people giving me the response that they've been giving me is kind of motivating me in a sense, and making me feel better about this, me like moving forward and doing the right thing with my life. So I think there's some days you get off stage and you be like, dang, I wish I just was on stage forever.
Yeah.
But like that's just a part of life.
Do you think maybe being on stage and being out, because you certainly aren't hiding anywhere, do you think showing yourself and being good is just helping you in the long run?
I think that's just who I've always been. I've had a serious incident, of course, but I'm trying to make it into a positive and show people the right way to handle things, and just show them that I mean, you do have consequences for your actions, and just owning up and being a man about the whole situation. I think with what I've done in the past, always going out and having fun, smiling, doing what I normally do, is I shouldn't change my regimen of how I live my life, just because of a mistake that I made. I'm learning from my mistake, and I'm not taking it as a joke. But my seriousness and my playfulness comes out as who I am.
When I think of you, this is the first time I've ever met you, but when I think of you, I always thought of the MTV Video Music Awards routine you did on the tables.
Yeah.
That was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you think the MTVs of the world, or who knows what, Oprah, Ellen, whoever, do you think you're going to get that chance to go back and do that in front of a huge crowd like that on television?
I think so. I think my level of artistry or my talent hasn't changed.
Right.
But I think people's perspective or perception of me might have changed or altered a little bit. But I think with time, if I show them the right way and I show them that I'm working at me and working on myself and all my situations and everything will fall back into place and everything will be good because it's with positivity and with love.
I could transform, yeah. No, I can't dance, but I could dance on, yeah.